QM2 is the only ocean liner currently in service undertaking regularly scheduled transatlantic crossings. But is this the reason why it prominently carries spare propeller blades on its bow? QM2's spare propeller blades are stored in a passenger area at the forward end of Deck 7. They're often referred to as the captain's cufflinks, and to many people they look a little bit like a piece of artwork. But they are actually important, functional and necessary pieces of equipment. Carrying spare propeller blades with the ship is a little like having a spare tyre for your car. If something happens to your tyre, you're able to swap it out and hopefully continue on your journey. For QM2, which often travels to distant ports, it makes sense to carry a few spares, especially since the ship's propeller blades are custom designed. If a blade becomes detached or gets damaged, the spares are able to be fitted to the ship and the ship can continue on its way. When the ship is sailing far from its usual maintenance hubs, it's far easier to have spares already with the ship than to have to send them to the ship. It also saves time. This is important because unlike with car tyres, you can't just put an off-the-shelf propeller onto the ship. There's not really such a thing as an off-the-shelf propeller that fits most ships. And the reason for this is that every ship is different, and they are all subject to vibration and cavitation in different ways. The spinning of a ship's propeller causes vibrations in the ship, particularly in the stern. Cavitation is the process by which air bubbles form on the propeller blades when they spin, eventually imploding when an area of low pressure is formed. Cavitation makes these vibrations much worse. Cavitation can also cause damage to the propeller blades themselves, further increasing the level of vibrations. If you're interested in learning more about cavitation, Casual Navigation has a great video explaining exactly how it works. I'll link it in the description. To reduce the likelihood or severity of these effects, the propeller blades for the ship have to be designed in such a way as to limit both the vibration of the ship from the movement of the propeller blades and cavitation. For that reason, the blades are custom designed for the ship they're going to be used on. Changes in the length or the tonnage of a ship, or when a ship goes through a major refit, can all affect how the propeller blades work. In some cases, when a new power plant is installed, an entirely new propeller design is implemented, which is what we saw on QM2's sister, QE2, back in the 1980s. And we've seen many other examples of propeller design being changed during a ship's career. This occurred to ships like Mauretania and Lusitania, which both vibrated terribly with their original propellers. So now we know that propellers are uniquely designed for each ship. Because of this, when a new ship is built, the shipyard will often manufacture a number of spare blades that can be held in reserve. With QM2, the decision was made to carry these aboard the ship, meaning any damage, severe enough to impact the voyage, could be addressed regardless of where the ship is in the world. And QM2 isn't the only ship to carry spare propeller blades so prominently. Norwegian Sun and Norwegian Sky are two other examples that have them clearly displayed on the bow of the ship. If you can think of other passenger ships where the spare propeller blades are carried in plain view, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I hope to see you on board.